Okay, this video is going to introduce you to the concept of making rounding decisions. Those are decisions you're going to make when measuring to the maximum capability of your measuring tool suggests more confidence with a measurement than you really have. When you finish watching this video, you should be able to determine when reporting your measurement to the maximum capability suggests more confidence in the measurement than you really have, and two, you should be able to apply rounding decisions to correctly round your measurements and communicate the right level of confidence. We're going to start with an example that will illustrate both this process of rounding decisions and the need for rounding decisions. So, an example to illustrate when reporting measurements to the maximum capability communicates more confidence than you have in the measurement and the need for rounding decisions. So here's our example. What is the width of this box? Now, according to our experimental design guidelines, we should measure the width of this box perhaps only once because it's not moving. On the other hand, the edges are round, and that can make it challenging to make this measurement. So in general, anytime it's difficult to make the measurement, then we should probably measure more than once. So say then 3 trials. Anytime it's difficult. So that's going to be the case here. It's going to be difficult to make those measurements. Under what conditions does that occur? Well, we've talked in class plenty of times if the object is moving, or another case illustrated by this, if the edges are round. What that really means is that it's not very well defined where you're supposed to measure from and to. So those are the 2 conditions on which we would likely want to do 3 trials. So let's go ahead and make those measurements. Here's my ruler, and I'm going to bring it up here like this. Try to line that up with that edge, and looking over here, it looks to me like it's lined up right along, right there. That would be 3. There's 3.5. I think it's right on that 3.8 line, so I'm going to write that down, 3.8. These are my measurements, 3.8. Now the maximum capability of this is to the hundredth spot. There's the ones, the little lines are the tenths, so we estimate out to the hundredths, and I'm thinking that's right on that line, so 3.80, and that'll be centimeters. Okay, so now let's make that measurement again. Let's bring this away. Pretend we're going to come up and make this measurement again. All right, so lining this up right on that side over there. Okay, and come again to look at this, and I'm lining that right up. It looks to me like it's falling just a little bit more than this 0.7 line. There's 3.5, 6, 7, and if I line that up, I think it's coming in right a bit above that. So I'm going to say 3.73 centimeters. All right, let's make one more measurement. There, I've got that lined up pretty well. Come again over here, grab this, and I think it's about 3.56 and a little bit more. I'm going to say 3.65 centimeters. So those are my 3 measurements. Now, if we're going to report a measurement, of course we can't report 3. This box only has 1 width, so we're going to take an average. I'm going to take an average of those 3. And you can pause it and take the average yourself, but if you do, it comes out to 3.73 centimeters. And in the next segment of the video, we'll take a look at how to interpret these measurements.